Impact segment tonight, the two top Republicans in the polls, Donald Trump, Ben Carson, going after each other on faith of all things.
Dr. Carson, you and Donald Trump have a few things in common right now. You're both leading in the polls. You're both first-time candidates. What do you think are the main characteristics that differentiate you two?
Well, probably the biggest thing is that, I realize where my success has come from. And I don't in any way deny my faith in God.
You know, I've known Ben Carson of him for a long time. I never heard faith was a big thing until just recently. All of a sudden, he becomes this great religious figure. I don't think he's a great religious figure.
And joining us now from Houston is Dr. Ben Carson. Now, this is kind of dopey. Who's more pious? Is it not?
Yes, absolutely. And it was not my intention to impugn anybody's religious beliefs. And first of all, Bill, let me just say happy birthday.
Oh, come on now. Now I'm going to get mobbed when I go. Yeah, I'm 48 years old today, and I have a condition, of course. All right, but you brought it up because it was an open-ended question by the interviewer. You didn't have to go to the faith-based thing. You could have gone anywhere to differentiate yourself from Trump. So you did. It was you who brought it up. But do you want to walk it back now?
Well, basically, I'm talking primarily about myself and the fact that I am a very faith-based person, and I don't in any way deny that the success that I've had is because of my faith and my walk with the Lord. That probably differentiates me from a lot of people.
Okay, but the question was about
personal
Trump.
Attack.
You know the implication, Doctor. You're a brilliant man. The implication was, look, I'm a humble guy, and I know that the Lord is responsible for my success, where that barbarian Trump is a big braggart. I mean, that was the implication.
That certainly, I think, is something that should be apparent to people. But, I really don't want to get into the mud pit. That's not in my nature. And I know that the media frequently loves to stoke up these things.
Of course, and that's why I'm doing it tonight.
Of course, they goad people, and
I'm not goading. I'm not goading, but it's a very good story because you two are now dominating in the polling. I mean, you're up 10 points in less than a month. So your message is resonating, Trump's message is resonating, and when you have the two front runners going after each other on an issue as emotional as faith, that's a big story. Now, you can criticize me for bringing it up, but I think it's legitimate. But let's advance the story tonight.
Okay.
You're going to have to convince people that you are better suited for the presidency than Donald Trump is or any of the other candidates. That's how you're going to have to win. All right, so why are you better suited than Trump and the rest of them?
Well, that really is going to be a decision that the people will have to make. But what I'm going to do is put out my reasons for the things that I believe. I'm going to talk about why I believe that the United States of America is in great trouble because we are allowing the agents of division to have sway in our society. And a house divided against itself cannot stand. I'm going to talk about the fact that we have such outrageous fiscal irresponsibility that we are threatening the future for the next generations. I'm going to talk about how we are putting ourselves in danger because we are not taking a leadership position in the world. Our foreign policy is just to react to what everybody else is doing. That doesn't work. I'm going to talk about how we are being negligent by not hardening our grid. By not taking a much more active role in cybersecurity. All of these things, including not being in the space race, is hurting us.
Okay,
so many inventions came out of the space race.
All of the candidates are going to say, I'm better and I'm going to do something better. You have to differentiate yourself from the others, and you have so far, and you've been very successful. Made a very interesting statement. You say the agents of divisiveness are hurting the country. Point blank question.
Yes.
Is Donald Trump an
absolutely.
agent of divisiveness?
Well, I just say I don't want to judge for the people. I just want to say
you're
for them,
an American.
Anybody who is being divisive.
All right, but you're an American in addition to being a political. do you, as an American, believe that Mr. Trump is a divider?
Again, I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
Because
it's your privilege. You can go there. I respect
I believe that what we have to do is extend to the people what a divisive person is and let them decide who belongs there.
Look, my job is to interview all the candidates and ask the questions that I think people want to know. If you don't want to answer the question in that regard, that is your right to do so. Big debate coming up.
Okay.
All right. Again, so many people are on the stage. Do you have one message that you're going to want to get across next Wednesday night?
Well, the main thing I'm going to want to get across, and I'm very hopeful that they will ask me some substantial questions.
They don't have to ask you. You just say it. Just say it.
About fiscal policy and about our national defense, because I'm very concerned about those. And I want people to understand that I have a very good knowledge of what's going on in the world. And I'm going to be very happy to talk about it.
Okay. I want to tell everybody that Dr. Carson did the Factor a big favor tonight by getting to the location in Houston as quickly as possible. And in my 19 years of doing this, I have seen very few politicians go out of their way, and you did it tonight, and I want, just me and you, I want to say thank you very much for doing that.
Well, that's because I'm not a politician and because it's your birthday.
And he's a good guy. All right, Doc, thanks as always.